Hey, you're back, you're back, you're back. And look at you. You did such a wonderful job on your personality portfolios. You picked some wonderful adjectives that describe who you are. Not necessarily what you look like, but what you act like. So super awesome for that. But it's time. It's time to move on. Let's add a bit of color. And to do that, we all are going to use crayons. Now these are the crayons that you know and you love, right? You're used to these colors, used to how it works. Well, how about these? Yes! So these are a little bit different. Now still wax-based, right? So they still go on and they work like regular crayons, but you're going to tell that the color is a little bit more popping. You're going to tell that it's a little bit more creamy. In fact, you're going to have them right next to each other. I want you to be able to go from one to the other so you can see how it works. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So find the space that's enclosed. And see, like I have it here, I have a space between my R and my G, and I'm gonna color it nice and heavily, making sure I get rid of all of that white space. And now, let's move on to the crayon that's new to you. These nice popping colors. You're gonna love how smooth they are. Now, not as smooth as an oil pastel, but still, you're gonna love how smooth and how creamy and how bold the colors look. Oh my gosh, super awesome. Now, let's move on. This one is gonna be a little bit different. Before they were all nice and solid, let's get a little tricky with it. Okay, I'm gonna start out dark at the top, which means I'm pressing down pretty hard to get the color nice and solid and dark. But then as I move down that space, I am lightening up the pressure that I'm using, and it's lightening up the color on the page. We're getting a nice different shade, a nice gradient going from the darkest of the dark in this color to the lightest of the light as we can get it, you know? And try to make a smooth transition. Try not to have any hard lines from dark to medium and then from medium to light. And it's gonna take a little practice. It's gonna take a little practice to get it just right. Practice both with the crayon that you're used to and with the crayon that's a little bit new to you too. In fact, this is another way to do it. I start out really dark at the top, and then I go really light at the bottom, and then I'm trying to make that nice smooth transition between those two shades of color. Can you do it? Can you? Huh? There's only one way to find out. All right. Let's say you've mastered that. Okay, let's try something else. So this yellow-green color, and then we have a green color, and then we're gonna get the yellow. Yeah, you know where I'm going with this, don't you? Yellow, green to green, blending. Oh, hey, that rhymes. So you'll find a space, start with that top color, the lightest one out of the three is gonna be the yellow. And you can kind of color it pretty heavily since it's the lightest color of the three. Then you're gonna move to the medium color, the yellow-green, and go ahead and lay that down, but lay that down a little light. Very lightly, as a matter of fact. Because to tell you the truth, it's easier to put more color on if you need it, but it is super hard to take that color back off if you don't, if you know what I mean. And so now I've moved on to the dark green. Well, not really dark green, the actual darkest green that I have. And I'm starting out very lightly at first, as you saw, but then I lay a little bit more down towards the bottom of the V, and I work my way up, then go back to that yellow-green. And this is just a little trial and error here to try to get a nice smooth transition when you're blending from the yellow to the yellow-green to the green. Can you do that? Let's try and see. This is what we're doing today. We'd like you now to go and have fun.
How about this? How about this? The dark and the bold crayons work on top of the black paint. Well now, how cool is that?
Did you just write Bossy?
Yeah. No, I already did that.
Bossy!
I'm about to, okay?
Oh my God.